Hello, welcome to today's presentation on blockchain. My name is Ayo Essian. Super glad that you could find the time to watch this presentation. Your interest in the understanding of blockchain is phenomenal. All right, just a little bit about me. I'm a tech entrepreneur, digital marketing expert with over 7 years experience. I'm also a blockchain enthusiast and I'm married. All right, now understanding blockchain. Blockchain is a phenomenal concept. If you get to understand the core of it, you will see the possibilities. You will appreciate its use cases and all of that. So I will just quickly try to make you understand it as best as I could. The purpose of this presentation is to introduce blockchain to you and to tell you about the exciting blockchain project that I am currently working on that you can be a part of, either to learn more about blockchain and also to leverage the opportunity that it currently presents for you to make a whole lot of money. All right, so what is blockchain? Blockchain is simply a decentralized system of recording and storing data. All right, now before now, the normal system of storing data is usually centralized. That is, for example, you take your bank, you have your banking information stored in the database owned by a bank, accessed by probably the MDs and the top people at the bank. So that is a centralized system. So what blockchain is saying, that instead of one person storing, recording, storing data, instead of one centralized person doing that, can we decentralize this whole thing? Can we have multiple persons in different locations that have the ability to record, verify and store data in a database, and then use a form of technology called cryptography to ensure that the information stored in the database is immutable? Because why was the need for a centralized data storage system in the first place, the one you and I are used to? Is because of the issue of trust, the issue of manipulation, in the sense that you want to be sure that your information is safe, secure. Nobody can come and just change how much you own in your bank. All right, you want to be sure that every transaction you are making is centralized and somebody is monitoring it. But alas, the problem has presented itself. We've seen that centralized system can also be compromised because it is human factor that monitor it. It's humans that own the server. It's humans that access it. So we've seen cases of hacking. We've seen cases of bank MDs and CEOs manipulate people's accounts and steal a lot of money. And that was why there was a need for a more secure way of ensuring that the integrity of data is protected. Now, you might not see this as depending on the industry you're in, probably you're not in tech, or it's fine, but just understand the core value here. Now, there was need for how can we use technology to establish trust, and still create a way where people can easily record appropriate data and do transaction based on that, without fear of whether this transaction is the right one or whether somebody can hack and all that. So that is where blockchain came. It came with a solution backed by technology, in the sense that people can actually now record and store data and validate that data, and then ensure that there is no way that data can be manipulated. Because the way the blockchain works is that as soon as the data is recorded, validated and stored, it is turned into a block, and the moment it's turned into a block, it is assigned a hash. I'm being a bit technical, just stay with me. It's assigned a series of numbers. Now that number is linked to the next block, the next transaction, or the next process, that is recording, storing, validation. All right, recording, validation, storing. That next record in that same database is tied to the previous one, so nobody can go and change it because it is unhackable. And the process of verification is using cryptography. Now, if you want to change it, you have to go to the Bitcoin, for example. You have to go to the first Bitcoin that ever created to change, and it's practically impossible to do. That is why blockchain is referred to as very unhackable, immutable. All right, because nothing can compromise the integrity because of the decentralized nature of the of the system. So the database is not just stored in one laptop or in one centralized location. It's stored in US, Canada. Every person who is participating in that blockchain is referred to as a node, and they store that data. For example, look at the war in Ukraine. Now, everybody felt like, okay, with that war, in fact, banking systems broken down, they could not access banks, ATM stopped working, everything collapsed. But alas, what happened? They are now getting funds to run their economy from the blockchain. Why? Because even though banking system, centralized institution, remember, is down, because of the decentralized nature of blockchain, the database is not just in one location, it's stored in several cities, several all across the world. They are still able to have finance and money. That is the possibility of blockchain. I know it's a bit technical, but just follow. And honestly, there are ways you can really understand this deeper. And that is why I'm doing this presentation. Now, what are the use cases of blockchain? I've talked about finance because that's really the most common that you and I know. But there are use cases in security, in healthcare. There is use cases in record keeping, digital currency, loans, smart contracts. So many amazing use cases that have industries that have seen that, look, instead of having a centralized system of storing data, let's decentralize this thing. Let's allow for multiplicity while also establishing the integrity of that data, because that is always the challenge of, okay, if we make this thing decentralized, how are we sure that somebody in total cannot just change the data? Now, cryptography comes to play. Technology has ensured that that decentralization does not result to free for all, people just editing and stealing data or whatsoever. So that is why even your industry, you might be in education. Do you know that in education there's a blockchain solution that help improve students' ability to learn, because there is now a decentralized system of assessment that would be able to create tests that children actually need based on their age group and demographic, and then use the decentralized system of recording all the children participating in that particular test to actually properly gauge what a child should know at a certain age. And also, because of tokenization, which I'll go into, incentivize learning by rewarding a child some certain tokens for participating in that process. That is the exciting thing about blockchain, because as blockchain has come, there is now innovation, because with a new technology there is always bursting of innovation around it, and innovation is just simply industries taking up that technology to do creative stuff with it in order to create more value. That is what is going on in that industry. Now, the future of blockchain is immersed. $962 billion is the projection for just one blockchain solution, which is like a data proofing platform, will be contributing to the GDP of the global 90s. That's the value in just one sector of blockchain. We have not even go into cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency today has over $1.5 trillion market capitalization. That's huge. That's where the world is going into. All right, and it is just about 10 years old. Imagine when it goes bigger. So what interests me, and one of the reasons why I created this presentation, is so that you can understand not just about what blockchain is about, but how money is made on blockchain. What are the ways people are making money, and how can you also make money in blockchain? Now, cryptocurrency trading. Now, cryptocurrency trading is a very exciting, easy way for you to invest $100 or $1,000 and see your money become $10,000. Why? Because the cryptocurrency market is huge. Now, tokens. Now, there are several blockchain projects that have tokens assigned to it. Now, these tokens are traded on decentralized or centralized exchanges, and it's remarkable what is going on now, because very good projects, you can buy into them at very low price, and then go to either a centralized exchange or decentralized exchange and trade them for either stable coins like USDT or BS, some of the stable coins, and you will see an appreciation in profit. This is exciting. Money going on in this area is massive. I've seen cases, even myself, from $100 getting $500 within 3 months from just trading cryptocurrencies. Now, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin launched blockchain into the world 10 years ago. Bitcoin is the first, or regarded as the father of cryptocurrencies. All right, and Bitcoin is currently trading for 40 something thousand dollars. As of December last year, it was trading for 60. So now imagine if you bought Bitcoin, 7 years ago when it was trading for, let's say, less than $4,000, you would have seen times 100 or of the money in terms of value. If you bought 1,000 Bitcoin, $1,000 worth last 6 years, today it will be worth close to $25,000 or $50,000. That is the beauty about cryptocurrency. But many people are not maximizing it, because they don't know and they don't put themselves through the process to learn it. And that's why I'm creating this, so that you can be aware. Another way money is being made on the blockchain is through playing games and earning. It's called GameFi. Now, GameFi is a system whereby you are playing games. Before now, people love games. I love to play video games if I'm not less busy. But before, you just play and you while away time. But things have changed. Your child can be playing games for you and earning money for you as well. Do you know that there are games that reward in tokens, and then as you grow and master and you play efficiently, you earn more money, and you go to the centralized exchange and change the money for cash. This is a very fantastic way money is being made on blockchain. Now we look at the NFT. What is happening in the NFT space? Minting, flipping, and sale. NFT is regarded as non-fungible tokens. Now these are art, digital art that has intrinsic value and that are giving people an opportunity to be able to trade their art for money. Now you might ask, what does it, is a digital art now? People can copy it. No, people cannot copy it. Thanks for the blockchain. Now, because of the blockchain, you can store and record the ownership of a particular art. All right, and so if you can create, you're an artist or you love an art, or even you're just someone who likes to buy and sell art, you can buy an art that is beautiful, record it on the blockchain. Of course, you need to buy it on the blockchain. That's what the NFT platform does. And then the world, everybody world over knows that that art belongs to you. And then because of that and the value of it, you can trade that ownership to somebody else who is willing to pay a premium for it. That is the concept of NFT minting, flipping, and selling. People are making a killing. In fact, this particular image you're seeing has been traded for over 1 something million. Imagine somebody just drawing an ape. It's actually called Bored Ape, and then storing this art on the blockchain, and then publicizing it to the world. Some people say, I want it, I want the ownership, I want the ownership. And then he increased the price, and somebody bought it for $50,000, and then he resold it to another person that bought it for $150,000, and then that one bought and resold it for $500,000, and now the series is selling for minimum of up to $1 million. Something you created with less than $500, $1,000, you're able to sell for that much. It is only possible on the blockchain. Now the question is, what are you going to do about this? Are you just going to watch, or you're going to participate? Now, with every innovation that comes, there's always the latecomers, the early adopters. So far, the early adopters are the ones cashing out, but you don't have to miss out on the trend. You can learn about this and implement this for yourself. It is not difficult, and that is why I'm doing this presentation. Lastly, how is money made on the blockchain? Through blockchain development. One of the introductions for me into blockchain was when I got a $25,000 deal about 2 years ago. That was 2020. I just come back from Dubai at the time, and somebody called me and was telling me about a project in the Caribbean. They needed me to build something for them, and I did the pricing, and it was interesting. Why? And that really made me understand what's going on here. And at that time, I wasn't expecting them to even agree for the fee, but they did. And then I got deeper into blockchain developer. I got to learn, and I've seen how currently we are negotiating 2 deals that will give us close to $50,000. If it's even minimal, because we're in Africa. I have peers, people outside here who are charging as much as $100,000. In fact, the average fee of a blockchain developer annually is around $100,000 or more. Now, this is an opportunity, and what are you going to do about it is the question. It is, you might say these are tech stuff, but no, if you go through a process of learning it, you'll figure out that they are not actually difficult to learn. All right, so now with all of this understanding, I need you to understand one thing. Now, when you have seen something as beautiful as this, there is always need for you to look out for ways you can contribute and maximize it. That two things, contribution and maximize it. And that is one of the reasons why I participated as one of the dev team members of a blockchain project called Requisa. All right, welcome to Requisa. Now, Requisa is a decentralized finance project that I happen to be a part of that was launched recently in Lagos. We had the launch, fantastic launch. Now, the reason why I participated with it was because of the opportunity, and first of all, because of the project, and then the opportunity for me to contribute and then also maximize. Now, what is Requisa about? Requisa is simply to help individuals who are business owners connect and raise financing from the blockchain. And beyond that core value that Requisa is creating, Requisa also wants to help people to be able to use blockchain creatively so that they can profit from the ecosystem. Now, look at me and several of the dev team members. This was a picture we took at the launch in Lagos. Fantastic team. And one of the key value that Requisa had decided to engage in is to create its academy, its blockchain academy. All right, now all of the things that I've told you about blockchain, they are just surface. Yes, you're excited, you probably like what I've shared, but we thought that, look, we need to help people understand this thing deeper than what is currently out there. And that is why the Precure Academy was created, so that you can go through a systemized process of acquiring knowledge of blockchain and then maximizing that knowledge for you to actually profit from it. What is the benefit of having a knowledge that you can't really use? That is not the case with Requisa at all. So the question is, how can you come in? Simply, you get the knowledge, assess the mentorship, and then commit to the process. All right, and to register for being a part of the Precure Academy, it is $50, right? It is not free, because anything you don't pay for, you don't value. We thought about it. We are initially planned to give access to the academy for $100, but we figured we needed more people to be able to have access to what we were sharing, and that's why we said, what is the least possible fee we can charge for this being a part of Precure Academy for anyone who is interested in learning about blockchain in detail, from basic knowledge to expert knowledge. All right, now look at the academy page. It's currently live. The courses are online courses, e-learning, created to help you start and grow into being able to all of the things that I talked about, how money is being made on blockchain. You're not just going to learn about it, you're also going to practically use that knowledge to create a new, better source of income for yourself or for your family. Now, look at the courses from cryptocurrency trading to how to even develop blockchain as a developer, and several other exciting programs that are there. All right, this is the academy's website is live. The courses are already being loaded up, and you simply need to get my link and then sign up for it. All right, and you will be glad you did. All right, so quickly, now with all of that said about the Requisa Academy, I urge you, be a part of it. $50, and then you are in. You have access to the courses, all of them, and then you're guided on how to grow from, if depending on the level you are in blockchain, you might know a lot already, but you will have access to cryptocurrency trading essentials and more on how to trade effectively, because every industry has the skills. So you don't just, there's what we call general knowledge, but there's also expert knowledge based on experience and practice. We have that expert knowledge with our team of facilitators who will guide you. All right, now beyond that, it gets really exciting. I am going on a 10x profit challenge with those who will come into the Requisa Academy, and the goal for this profit challenge, is to use the knowledge of what you're learning in the academy, create a mentorship system that will last for 3 months, and then 10x whatever investment you have made in blockchain. For example, if you have $1,000, we'll show you how to use the knowledge to make it become $10,000. If you have $5,000, we'll show you. And how are we going to do this? We are going to be leveraging NFTs, crypto trading, blockchain programming to make this 10x profit. Yes, it's possible. 10x is possible. I've done 10x before, and several persons have done up to 100x. Within 3 months, this can be achievable for you. And imagine what that will mean to you as an individual this year, with all the economic situation that is currently going on in Africa and Nigeria, especially for those of us in Lagos. You would be opportune to practically leverage blockchain technology to grow your finance and earn in dollars. All right, because this is what is now necessary, especially if you're living in Africa and Nigeria, where we are currently in an inflation. All right, so are you going to take action on this? And what does it take to be a part of this 10x profit challenge? Simply sign up for the Precure Academy. All right, not only will you have access to all the courses, many courses, all right, and also the systemized manner in which you're going to be learning those courses to be able to understand blockchain and use it for yourself. All those things I've shared, just a few minutes ago, you will know it in deeper. Look at the way I'm explaining it. I never used to be like this. It was because of going through a system training that got me here. You too can get that. All right, and then beyond that, we will use what we've learned and profit with it. We have NFT projects we're working on currently. Work is already ongoing on that. You'll be able to know about it and be a part of it. That can 10x, whatever investment you put in it within 90 days. So it's 3 months. It's spanning from April to June. We have crypto trading. The first class is happening today, 8th of April. When I'm recording this, you could join that as well, and more other. That's mentorship on Zoom, because aside from the online video courses, you will also get mentorship. That is what I'm trying to say. So, and what does it cost you? Just 30,000 naira, $50 to sign up in the academy. You'll get a link, and then if you're interested, you sign up, and then you access all of this. Now, aside joining with the $50, like I've always told people, that is just for the academy to access the knowledge, all right? And then the mentorship, you also need to have at least $1,000 to actually invest in terms of trading or NFTs. Okay, we are minting our own NFTs, and we would eventually. And it's blockchain is a high reward industry, but also requires a very good minimum capital. That's about 600,000. Now, don't worry. Some people say, "Well, where will I get 600,000 now to invest in any of the blockchain project?" Now, you don't even have to invest your own 600,000. You can earn it with the affiliate program within the Precure Blockchain Academy. We have an affiliate program whereby if you refer people to join the academy, you earn. Now, this is something you can do within a month or two, and then you've earned your $1,000 that you earn about $5,000. Yes, through the affiliate program in 2 months. If you follow me, I will show you, how you can do that. So now let me list all the benefits of being a part of the academy. The academy gives you to blockchain knowledge, all right? Gives you access to mentorship too. It also gives you an opportunity to invest $1,000 and 10x it through my mentorship and several other people who would be facilitators in it. That's fantastic. 3, and then also for those who don't even have the $1,000 minimum to do any blockchain activity, that's practically now to earn from. I've invested close to $5,000 in blockchain. That is a very good investment, but you have to do it correctly under the tutelage of expert, which you will get from the academy and then also from my mentorship. Now, there is also an affiliate program for anybody to earn through and earn that $1,000 within 2 months or less, all right, by referring the academy, because the academy has so much value. All right, now this is what Precure is bringing to you, and this is what I am also bringing in terms of the 10x challenge. So the ball is in your court. What are you going to do about it? Would you join the academy? Would you join my 10x? You're not paying for joining my 10x. Just pay for the academy, $50, and you've already joined my 10x. All right, and then would you let's go on a 10x journey. Let's invest. We'll work out the NFT program. If that suits you, fine. If you cannot do that, you can do the crypto trading. There is an expert trainer for that, and you earn 10x within 90 days. All right, but of course you will need money to do all of that. If you don't want to touch already existing money that you have probably in the bank or elsewhere, you can do the affiliate program to earn that $1,000, or you can also invest the money you have. It's a sure way to wage your finance. Don't put it in the bank. Honestly, the inflation is crazy. All right, so this is what I have for you today. I hope you got value. I hope you've understood practically, or maybe not practically, but you understand what blockchain is, and you will be willing to come on the journey to actually learn more about it, leverage it, profit from it, and then be a happier version of yourself 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 1 year from now. At the end of this year, we're going to Dubai. We want you to be a part of it. Yes, for real. This is not kidding. We're going to Dubai. We're having a meeting, exciting time to cool off and to just reflect on how we have come, in building the requisite ecosystem. Be a part of it. This is an open invitation to you. It all starts with your $50, and then of course participating in the mentorship. My name is Ayo Sen again. I'm so excited that you watched this to the end, and I'll be waiting for your feedback on how to, on registering and all of that. Cheers, and if you enjoy, you get an account, you pay and all that, and then you're in. Cheers, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.